Hi, my name is Tracy McGowan, and I've been practicing bodywork on horses since 1993. The past 4 years, I've been developing a technique called HEART for horses that combines energy work with connective tissue releases. This allows me to work on horses with tendon, ligament, skeletal misalignments, including the skull and vertebral column. I am also successful in working on misalignments in the legs by balancing ligament and muscle tensions with this light touch energy work. You can currently see my alignment videos also posted on YouTube under the name of my business called Your Grateful Horse, or visit www.yourgratefulhorse.com for more information. Today's case study is Maggie, an 8-month-old quarter horse Arab cross who has a severe case of club foot. This video is part 1 of 2. The second is under production and will be posted in a few days. Clubfoot is an interesting phenomena that is caused by an overly tight tendon which draws the bones of the hooves upward, causing the heels to contract and the hooves to become, again, very upright. In part 1, I show Maggie before and after her bodywork session, which allows her to have her very first functional heel-first landing. This is a very important part of the process, as if you lower the heels too quickly without releasing the tendon can become compromised, causing severe lameness issues. By using a combination of HEART techniques with natural trim techniques, within 4 months, Maggie's hooves have been transformed into very attractive, strong, functional hooves, as will be shown in the part 2 video section coming. In this first image, we see Maggie's front hooves. As we look at them from the front, one notices that the sides of the hooves do not widen as they come from the coronet band to the ground, but instead are rather straight. We will be looking first at Maggie's right front hoof, the hoof that is most affected. The second image shows the steepness of the hoof angle and the dysfunctionally long, steep heel that is so contracted that the bottom of her hoof has less diameter than the hoof growing from the coronet band, a complete reversal from functional hoof form. This third image shows Maggie's hoof from the bottom. Notice the flatness of the hoof, another indication of the severity of her condition. Also note that there is no room to shorten the heel without cutting into her sole, and how contracted her heels are. In these next images, we will be showing Maggie's left hoof that is also steep and shows the same dysfunctional hoof form as the right clubbed foot. Note, however, that her heel is not as long as in the right front. In this next image, we will look at her right front from the bottom, and we can see that the hoof is actually in better shape, as the heels are less contracted and she at least has some concavity. Following is a video sequence which shows Maggie before her bodywork session at the walk. Note her toe first landing that can be seen as a slight snap as the toe lands first, followed by the heel. Now we'll show the same sequence in slow motion. The step sequence here is toe first and then the pastern drops, causing the snap in her fetlock. In slow motion, the toe first landing becomes more obvious. Here I have cut a still image which shows that her joints are not fully extended through the leg and she's getting ready to land toe first. After her bodywork session, Maggie comes straight from her stall and walks forward. In slow motion, we can see that Maggie's walk is improved with more steps with flat-footed landings, and in the images following, evidence of her very first heel-first landings. For comparison, I have added her first toe-first landing image. The next image is much more functional, and you can see that her joints are fully extended. The length of her stride is noticeably longer and reaching. In these next 2 images, we'll take a look at Maggie's left front, which verify the improvement in Maggie's stride. In the before image, a toe first landing. And here in the second, we see a heel that lands first with the joints fully extended. These first steps show that Maggie's hooves have a hope for total recovery. Now that her tendons and ligaments are relaxed, she can begin to wear her hooves in a normal fashion. Since this video, Maggie has been on a weekly course of bodywork sessions and is being trimmed within the natural trim parameters. Her hooves have gained concavity, and her heels are far less contracted. Her hooves are still upright, and it will take about 8 months to self-correct as they begin to grow from the coronet band at a more natural angle, facilitated by her now heel-first landings. Part 2 of Maggie's Club Foot coming soon. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye-bye.